Get yourself prepared standing up at the back of your mat. Loosen off your shoulders, and with your feet hip width apart, just start to breathe. Standing up tall with your chest up, shoulders back and down, locking in through the core. On your next exhale, just tuck your chin to your chest, roll your shoulders forwards gently and roll down through one vertebra at a time in your spine. Don't have to reach the mat, soften your knees if you need to. Take a breath in at the bottom, and as you exhale, restack the vertebra one vertebra at a time. Roll through the spine. And repeating that, exhale, tucking the chin to the chest, unlocking the shoulders and rolling down, rounding out any flat spots in the spine. Exhaling to roll back up, dropping the shoulders back when you reach them and the head comes up. And once again on the exhale, taking the full exhale to roll down and the full exhale to come back up. Doesn't matter how deep you go into this, it's spinal mobility, not about reaching the mat. And one last time, rolling down through one vertebra at a time with the arms and heads heavy. And rolling back up to standing. The shoulders back and down, the chest up tall. And take a breath in and sweep the arms out and up and look up at the hands to stretch through the spine, and then forward fold, keeping the back flat, reaching down to the toes, lifting the head and trying to straighten the legs if you can. Sweeping the arms out and up, looking up to the hands, and with a flat back, sweeping down, looking up, straightening the legs with a flat back, and sweeping back up again. Extending through the spine, breathing throughout, using the breath to pace the movement. Keeping the shoulders back and down as you look up, straighten the legs, and sweep back up. Reaching through the fingertips and looking up at the hands. Bringing the hands down. And stepping forwards with the right foot and untucking the left, and we're coming down onto the mat. Bringing the palms together and the elbows up and parallel. Going to exhale to turn the chest to the side and press through the knee with the elbow to rotate through the lumbar spine, turning the head to look over the back shoulder, keeping the chest up. Continuing to breathe fully in, and on the exhale, try and rotate that little bit more. And staying tall through the back, not slumping into the twist. Holding for 4 or 5 long, deep breaths, fully in and fully out. Coming back to center. And high kneeling, tucking the feet at the back. Taking the left hand to the heel and sweeping the right hand up to the ceiling, looking up to the hand and extending through the spine. Breathing with the movement and switching sides. And another one on each side. Exhaling to reach up. Inhaling down and exhaling to reach up. Bringing the hands down. And stepping forwards with the left foot this time, untucking the back foot. Palms together, elbows high and parallel, and turning, rotating through the spine and looking across the back shoulder. Pressing the palms together and pushing through the knee to rotate through the spine. Full breaths in, full breaths out, keeping that chest up and tall. Inhaling back to center. Coming down to tabletop position. Wrists beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, and into the cat-cow. Again, breathing fully through the movement. Tucking the tailbone under to lift, and tilting that pelvis forwards and lifting the head to drop. Continuing to breathe fully in and fully out. Staying engaged through the core, so don't blow that tummy out when you drop towards the mat. Keep the core engaged, it's spinal movement. Dropping back onto the knees with the feet and knees together. Taking one hand to reach up round your back and the other hand over the top, and try and just clasp your fingers together. Keep your elbow back. Imagine a piece of elastic between both elbows and you're trying to pull that piece of elastic apart. Not hard, just opening up the chest. Continuing to breathe throughout, keeping the chest up. And switching sides, taking one hand up the back and one hand down over the shoulder. And just gently keeping those elbows apart, not letting the top elbow drop forwards. Full breaths in, full breaths out to keep the chest up tall and the eyes up. Holding for 4 or 5 breaths. Releasing gently down. And this time just taking one arm over the shoulder and using the other hand to gently draw the elbow back and open up the shoulder and through the chest. Not pulling hard, just a gentle draw back to mobilize the shoulder, open up the shoulder joint, breathing throughout and switching sides. Gently drawing that shoulder back, keeping the chest up tall, keeping the eyes at least forwards or slightly up to keep the head up, and breathing fully in through the chest and fully out. Relaxing down and coming to a cross-legged position. You don't have to move around on the mat, I'm just doing that for the camera angles. Palms flat on the mat. I'm going to sweep the right arm up and over, keeping the chest square to the front. Don't lean forwards into this. Reach through the fingertips and open up the right side. Switching arms, reaching through those fingertips to open up the left side. Keeping the chest up and tall, not rotating forwards through the shoulder. And switching sides, this time trying to drop the elbow down to the mat whilst keeping both sit bones in contact with the ground. Chest is tall and open, reaching through the fingertips, breathing into the stretch. And switching sides, dropping the elbow to the mat if you can, keeping both sit bones down on the ground and reaching through the fingertips to open up through the side. And gently arching the hands back round to the mat. And taking hold of the hands behind the back and bringing one arm across and tilting the head away from the arm that's drawn across the back. Feeling the stretch through the neck and shoulder, and breathing through, keeping the chest tall, and switching sides, tilting the head away from the arm that's drawn across the back. Breathing fully in and fully out with a tall chest. Chest is open, feeling the stretch through the neck and shoulder. Coming back to center and relaxing in that position, breathing through the chest for as long as you want to, and coming out and back into your day.